Hello viewers, I'm Kausalya. Today we are going to solve some problems in exercise 6.2 in the chapter triangles. I start with problem 1. So in figure, DE is parallel to BC. Okay, DE is parallel to BC. Find EC. Right. So here you see when DE is parallel to BC, we can easily apply our basic proportionality theorem. So here when you apply your basic proportionality theorem, what does it says? You see here AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Right. So just write down the statement, and what is the value of AD? It is 1.5 and DB is 3. So here it is 1.5 by 3, and what is AE? AE is 1, and here we have to find our EC. Right. So 1 by EC. So here in this case you can do cross multiplication. Right. When you do cross multiplication, 1.5 into EC is equal to 3. Therefore, what about EC? The value of EC is 3 divided by 1.5. Right. EC is here and I want to find EC. So I am moving this 1.5 to this side. So 3 by 1.5, here we have a number with decimal point. So to remove this decimal point, I am multiplying by 10, both numerator and denominator. So 3 tens are 30 and 1.5 into 10 gives 15. So when you cancel 30 by 15, 115 is 15 and 15 twos are 30. So the value of EC is 2 centimeter, right? Here all the units are given in centimeters, right? So here we are making the value of the final answer in centimeters. Right. So again in this diagram we have to find the value of AD. Right. So the same thing here also, DE is parallel to BC. Again here we are going to make use of the basic proportionality theorem. So when you apply the basic proportionality theorem, how can you write this? You see AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So this is what I had written here. Next we are going to substitute the values, right? So just substitute the values. Here when you look carefully, you see all the points, okay, all the values have decimal points. So in order to remove the decimal points, I am multiplying by 10 on both the sides, both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, this will make our calculation simpler. That's the reason why I am removing the decimal points. So here 10 into AD, 10 AD by 72, which is equal to 18 by 54. Right. So here now I am going to find my AD. So you see, I am just splitting and writing 10 by 72 into AD is equal to 18 by 54. So what about AD? I am keeping AD on this side and I am moving this 10 by 72 to the right hand side. So when you move a fraction, then you have to take the reciprocal. So when you take the reciprocal over here, it becomes 72 by 10. Right. And again when you cancel the terms, here you see, how can we cancel it? 54 and 72, you see 2 2s are 4, 7 2s are 14, and here it is 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. Right. And again 18 and 27 we can cancel by 3. So here you can use 6 3s are 18, 9 3s are 27, and again you see this 9 and 36 can be cancelled directly, right? Because 9 4s are 36. So finally we have 6 into 4. So 6 4s are 24, and here in the denominator I have 10. So finally the value of AD is 2.4 centimeter. So next we proceed with problem 2. So here E and F are points on the sides PQ and PR of the triangle PQR. So here we have a triangle PQR, and E is a point on the side PQ and F is a point on the side PR. Right. For each of the following cases, state whether EF is parallel to QR. So here we have again 3 problems and we have to finalize whether EF is parallel to QR. Right. So first I consider the first part of problem 2. So these are the given data. So just draw the triangle PQR and place the 2 points E and F and just join them, because we have to prove now EF is parallel to QR. So for this follows the inverse of basic proportionality theorem. Sorry, not inverse, converse of basic proportionality theorem. So first we are finding the ratios, right? PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. So first I am finding PE by EQ. right? So PE by EQ, when you substitute the values, you get 3.9 by 3. So here it is 1.3. Again, when you look at this ratio, PF by FR, here it is 3.6 by 2.4. And again, I am multiplying by 10 on both the numerator and denominator. So here it is 36 by 24. Right, once you simplify here, how can we simplify this? We can simplify using 4. Right, so 8 3s are 24, and here it is, sorry, not by 4. Here, okay, anyway, we will cancel simply, right? Sorry, here I have cancelled using 3, right? Here 8 3s are 24 and 1 3 is 3, 3 2s are 6, again 12 by 8, right? I can cancel using 4th table. 4 2s are 8 and 4 3s are 12. So here I got the answer as 3 by 2, which is 1.5 centimeter. So here it is 1.3 and here it is 1.5. So you see, one is, make this as equation 2. So 1 is not equal to 2. Therefore PE by EQ is not parallel to PF by FR. That is, the ratio is not same. Therefore EF is not parallel to QR. Right? If the ratios are equal, then we can declare that EF is parallel to QR. So this is my second question, right? Second part of second question. Again, draw the diagram. It is best to draw the diagram, then only it is very easy for us to solve, right? So write down the given data. PE is 4 and QE is 4.5 and PF is 8 and this RF is 9. Right? So PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. So now substitute the values over here, right? First we are finding PE by EQ. So 4 by 4.5. Again I am multiplying by 10 to remove the decimal point. So 40 by 45. So 8 5s are 40 and 9 5s are 45. The next is PF by FR, and here it is, the direct value is 8 by 9. So when you compare these two values are same. So this shows that EF is parallel to QR. Right, that's it. Now we proceed with our third part of problem number 2. So this is the question over here. Right, so PQ, PR, PE and PF are given. So first PQ, this total length is given, and then what is this? PR, right? This total length is given, PE is given and PF is given. So our first thing is, we have to find the value of this EQ and this FR, right? So how to find this EQ? EQ is nothing but, you see, this PQ is nothing but PE plus EQ. So I need only EQ. Therefore EQ is PQ minus PE. So here it is 1.28 minus 0.18. So here it is 1.10 centimeter. The next one is PR. So PR is PF plus FR. And how to find this FR? FR is nothing but PR minus PF. Right. So again 2.56 minus 0.36. So this gives the answer 2.20. Right. So I believe you people can do this subtraction, right? This is pretty simple. 0.18. So 8 minus 8, 0. 2 minus 1, 1. And here this 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. And here 2.56 minus 0.36. So 6 minus 6, 0. 5 minus 3, 2. And here it is 2. So 2.20. Right. So when you took the ratio over here, that is PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Right. So now here we are going to find the values. So PE by EQ is, what is PE? It is, the value of P is 0.18. So 0.18 by 1.10. Again here I am multiplying by 100 to remove the decimal point, as there are 2 digits. Okay, after the decimal point I have 2 digits. That's the reason why I am multiplying by 100. So here it is 18 by 110, and again when you cancel this, you finally got the answer as 9 by 55. Right, I am cancelling with 2. 9 2s are 18 and 55 2s are 110. And the next thing is PF by FR. So here it is 0.36 by 2.20. Again here I am multiplying by 100. So here it is 36 by 220. So when you simplify here, you got the answer as 18 by 110. And again when you simplify this, you got 9 by 55. I am simply cancelling by 2. That's it. So again when you compare, the two ratios are equal. So finally we can say that EF is parallel to QR, right? So this line EF is parallel to QR. Next we proceed with problem 3. So in figure, if LM is parallel to CB, right? This LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD. Okay, LN is parallel to CD. Prove that AM by AB, okay, AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Right, this is the condition given and we have to prove this. So first I am considering the triangle AC and B. Right, when you look at this triangle, it is clearly given, right? LM is parallel to BC. Right, so here we are again making use of the basic proportionality theorem. AM by MB is equal to AL by LC. Right, make it as equation number 1. Now we are going to consider this triangle ACD, and again you see it is clearly given, right? This LN is parallel to CD. So here again when you apply basic proportionality theorem, you see AN by ND is equal to AL by LC. Now when you compare equations 1 and 2, here you see, here also we have AL by LC and here also the same AL by LC. So this shows that AM by MB is equal to AN by ND. Right. Now the next thing is we are going to take reciprocal, because here you see, depending upon the criteria of what we need, we will take reciprocal, we will add 1 on both the sides. Okay, it depends, it varies from one problem to other problem also. So here AM by MB is equal to AN by ND. So here I am taking reciprocal, right? So MB by AM equal to ND by AN. Now we are going to add 1 on both the sides. So when you add 1 on both the sides, this is how it looks. The next step is we are going to take LCM. So 1 into AM is AM, right? So AM plus MB by AM, which is equal to AN plus ND by AN. So AM plus MB. So again look at this diagram, right? So AM plus MB, what it is? It is AB, right? So AM plus MB is AB, right? And similarly AN plus ND gives AD. So this is the thing what we get. But what we actually need, we need AM by AB equal to AN by AD. So just again take reciprocal, that's it. So when you take reciprocal, finally we got the answer what we actually need. Right. So that's all in this video. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.